Again, this is just a suggestion. Remember, people, I didn't come to your house and knock on the door and force you to watch me. I'm just giving you guys some suggestions. This guy keeps him a little bit more professional, a little bit more respectful. I think he can go further in LA, but at the same time, he says kind of like, hey, I'm on it. You know, I'm going to wear red tonight. And that don't matter, bro, because Southsiders wear red. I lived in Culver City, bro. They used to say, everybody, and they're from the projects, you know. Shout out to the Mar Vista projects, and they would wear red. I think it's East. Where's the podcaster from? Anyway, the whole point is there's a gang of hoods that wear red because either they have a problem with the Crips or they want to distinguish themselves against their ops who are already wearing blue. So I love it. I thought it was dope. Even like people, even a Dead End does that sometimes, you know. So I remember I was Homeboy Industries working out with one of my friends named Javier. He's from Dead End. I'm not going to say his last name. Really dark dude. And he would always have a red rag on. And I'd always say, man, you look so good in red. And he would laugh. He had missing teeth right here. But he was a real one. YA baby. Shout out to Dead Ends. You know what I mean? Conejo. Anyway, back to the story. Thumper. This guy's coming to LA. Anyway, he meets 18th Streeter. They hit it off. They play handball together. And I want to say something. I don't know if you noticed this, but that's little things of history that you might not want to admit. Thumper's playing handball with the vato from 18th Street. Handball. That's something that's done in prison mostly. They're doing outside in Los Angeles. That's a historical moment. It's probably never been done. If it been done, it never was put on the media. So I want to salute him because I think that's a step in the right direction. But then we always take one step forward and a couple steps back. How he was talking, and I always get worried about getting hit by, strike or something. So you guys can go watch it all on Crazy Hood Media. It's in the background. But, and I'll put it in the description. Shout out to Crazy Hood Media. That fool is consistent as f***. So he just talks about kind of like saying that 18th Street says, all right, Norte, and that he's cool, and that he says he's not really on that, that they're on that, but then he disses Chito Ranas and says that, anybody in Northern California that's a Southerner can get it, you know what I mean, still at this age. I'm like, damn, bro, you know what I mean, at a certain point you gotta evolve, but I get it. It is what it is. At least you're keeping it 100. And now he's saying that he's in Chito Ranas's hood, because he's in LA now. But I remember the hater word, he got kind of butthurt about all this because he was like, oh, he's coming over here, but we've been up there, we've established neighborhoods, and you guys are just mad, and it's hella funny. But I just don't think when one person, it's a trip to me, bands, me, Gold Toast, Thumper, Trap, Top Rank, all these fools are just one. That's like a handful of people, and you guys are making a big deal. You make it bigger than it needs to be. Most of these fools are just conducting business or going on vacation, maybe knocking down a bad one, you feel me? But they're not all up in the hood trying to press fools. Everybody knows, dog, you can't go to LA and press anybody. You will get pressed. LA is one of the biggest cities in the world with one of the biggest populations in the world for a city. No matter what, like Tupac said, every nigga in LA got a little bit of thug in them. And that's a true statement. For I grew up and partied with fools that were not from gangs, grew up around them, but never got in, and they were with the business. So even a regular civilian will knock your head off in LA. So you just gotta, keep your head on a swivel, man.